What is everybody doing? Here I am. Here I am. Happy Sunday, everybody. We're here. We're at the desk. Well, this ain't the desk. This is the Source Studio. Or actually, the Source Conference Room, man. But we're about to get busy. Salute to everybody that's going to pull up. This is going to be a roast session. I'm not going to hold back like I was doing yesterday, roasting and toasting. Right? So if I see certain things, topics, right, whatever I see yesterday, right, yesterday when I was live, right, farting the mic, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, man. I'm pretty sure you can go find another streamer that does things like that. We're not doing that. But yesterday, I gave my audience an opportunity. I was like, yo, put it in the comment section. Anything you want me to address or speak on, put in the comment section. I think a lot of you guys got scared, as you should be. As you should be, right? But you got scared, right? But I was so sincere. I was like, yo, put it in the comment section. Whatever you want me to speak on, put it in the comment section, right? I'll touch on it. Today's going to be the same type of bill. This is going to be a reaction source. I'm going to be reacting to a lot of things that I see. If you are somebody who is a coward, a chump, this might not be the live stream for you today. It just is what it is. Like, I'm not going to hold back. This might not be the live stream for you, right? Smash the like button. So it's cool when they do it, right? So we're going to go right over here to Twitter, to X. We're just going to react. First of all, let's see. Do I have any new notifications? DoorDash delivery girl has been arrested on 2 felony charges after recording a man passed out with his pants down his home and posting on TikTok. Wow. Felony. I wonder what state is that in? They charged her with a felony. Damn. I wonder what state that was. Do they say the state? Let's click on this real quick. Can we pull this up? Let's see if we can see the state. No. The parents, section 10 in front of DoorDash. Doesn't say the state. Unfortunate. You see, this is the type of... No. Oswego City Court. Oswego. But there's a lot of Oswego. Could this be New York? I know there's a Oswego County in New York. Guess we'll never know. We'll never know. Music with or without lyrics. They asked that question yesterday, so I'm not going to repost that one. There goes Knockouts by Nika. She's showing her toes. She must have some of you guys in her inbox that are what's the name? Damn. He said this guy beats Scooby and he thinks he's big bad. Someone get this man. And the only one that could talk like that about Haney. He said he would smash Haney. Oh man, hold on. We gotta play this. We're gonna play this, right? Let's play this real quick. Let's see what he's talking about.
Norman knocking Haney up. I said to him, I said to him, and because he's Haney's boy, I said to him, "Do you think I'll beat Haney?" And he goes, "No." He goes, you know I can beat Haney." I said it to him in the ring. "You know I'll beat Haney. I'll smash Haney." Norman knocking Haney.
He said he will smash Haney. That's the guy that beat Adam Azim. Adam Azim has defeated Kurt Scooby. Kurt Scooby's an OTX fighter. Kurt Scooby is an OTX fighter. There's levels, man. Yeah, look, these guys, I told you, put it in the comment section. I'm fronting on content creators today, especially if I know you can't fight. I don't care. If you can't fight and I say something about you that offends you, fight me. See me and get popping, right? So this guy says he could beat Devin Haney. Devin Haney and Kurt Scooby on two different levels, brother. I'm not saying that you can't beat Devin Haney, but you can't. Listen, man. That's like me leaving out of here right now, right? And going up to the gas station and slumping one of those guys up there, right? Which I know I could do, right? I'll slump one of those guys up there, and then I'll call out Jihad Tucker, right? That's what that's like. Nigga, you beat up a bum. Not saying Kurt Scooby's a bum, but there's levels in this boxing. You can't beat on somebody and then be like, oh, I'll do this to this guy. You got to get to the elite level. I'm not saying Kurt Scooby's not elite level, but there's levels, man. There's levels, man. But I like the energy. I like the energy. Malik, what's going on? What does boxing consist of? YouTube boxing, scammers, gimmicks, and frauds. The guys that do the biggest views, most of them are scammers, gimmicks, and frauds. If you want to ask me about any of them, feel free to put their names in the chat, and I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing today. Because like I said, I don't think these I've been around a lot of these guys. These guys see me in person and do this. They do all these, right? Because that's why they give it up. They do this. They got the weirdo tendencies because they're not authentic. You see, I did a 4-hour stream earlier, and I was running around town to town. Shout out to my yard lady. That's what took me so long. I ate 3 big dumplings, some saltfish, cabbage, onions, and peppers. I wasn't gonna come in. I was just gonna kick my feet up. Man, she hooked me up. Right, I went there. Remember, I got that order for the guy in the hospital. He got a big breakfast dinner. Logan, you over here now. Salute to Logan. Logan came over here. Logan, you got to subscribe to the channel, young brother. You was on the behind the scenes, and now you came over here. Right? Well, salute to you. But yeah, so this guy, he beats Kurt Scooby, and now he thinks he's ready for Devin Haney. Go figure, man. It's boxing. No, I get it. It's boxing. 6 in the building. Smash the like button for the 6. Here's my guy, Big Lou. Let's see what Big Lou's talking about. Big Lou says he was weight drained, period. He allowed himself to be, that's on him. But this was 100% foreseeable. Eubanks is older now. He had a crazy cut last time. It gets hard on the body. Those are facts. Tougher last fight and won. Is a Ben analyst, a fighter in any discipline? Yeah, Ben was. Yeah, Ben was strong. Ben was strong. Chris Eubanks, they made a lot of money though, man. And he put on a hell of a performance walking out with 50 cents. I did a video on that, man. Everybody always talks about entertainment. Look, I got that bitter ass coffee I'm still sipping on. This is from this morning. Remember, I got this early in the morning. That's the black coffee. I gotta wash it down with water. Oh, I'm not a black coffee drinker, especially Brazilian. But yes, he was weight drained. Did y'all watch that fight? He was. But that's still no excuse. You this is what you signed up for. Right? We can't make excuses for the guy. That's what he signed up for. He said, you said it, someone will get exposed next week. Yes, I just dropped that video, Malik. I just dropped that video. It's up. Somebody's going to get exposed, man. Somebody's going to get exposed, man. I just, you know what? You want me to say what's really going on? I could look at the promotion or the lack of promotion for certain fighters and tell you what's really. That's all you got to do. You got to follow the money, man. If you want to know who's the favorite and who they're really pushing, follow the marketing and promotion. What's the name told yesterday? And I seen a gimmick nigga. Oh, gimmick. Oh, Herb gimmick ass nigga, right? That be in the bushes watching my stuff, right? Oh, Herb gimmick ass nigga, right? Always be watching, right? Because I put it out there. I said, yo, Conor Ben fronted on the champion. Did y'all peep that yesterday? I'll get to that. I know it's on here. Conor Ben, he said he's going back down yesterday after defeating Chris Eubanks. He called out all of the champions and Devin Haney, but he did not call out the current champion and Brian Norman Jr. Did y'all peep that? I'm going to find it on here. And I know it's on Twitter. It's got to be on Twitter, but did y'all peep that? He did not call him out. He did not say Brian Norman Jr.'s name. That just shows you, right? I did see something else, right? I'm going to play the audio. Matter of fact, I want to play the audio because I look, this guy is another guy that he lied on me. So I'm not going to even give him no type of promotion as far as visual promotion, right? But I will play the audio. But the visual promotion, he can't get none of. Because he tried to lie on my brand and my business, right? He tried to lie on my name. You got to fight me. Since if I'm pussy, right? You told people that I was pussy. I was all these things, right? You got to fight me. Come fight me since I'm pussy. You know, get yourself together. Because if you try to fight me right now, what you got going on, I might kill you. I'm going to be real with you. Since I'm pussy, right? That's what you told people behind the scenes, that I was pussy. Nigga, I will kill you. I will shoot your face off. But I'm pussy. But that's neither here nor there. But this is what you told people about me. Right? So you need to fight me. Since I'm pussy. Pussies don't fight. Right? But that's neither here nor there. How is the content looking now, man? Right? He said, did Turkey fly any of these boxing YouTubers out for this fight? There was a couple of them out there, Malik, but they was in the gimmick section. Yeah, they was in the gimmick section. You heard? Yeah, I was seeing them out there. They was in the gimmick section. They wasn't in the media section. They was in the gimmick section. See, when you're not a real influencer, and they know that, and they know you got the influencer deal, the gimmick deal, they put you in the gimmick section. They was in the gimmick section, man. Right? They was there. I don't know if Turkey himself flew them out there, but they got out there. They had some sort of sponsorship deals, but they was in the gimmick section. They was. I seen a couple of them. No, it's more Logan. Logan, you're not the only one over here, but thank you. You're not the only one over here, Logan. But let's see if I can find that that actual clip. I'm pretty sure it's on Twitter, right? I'm pretty sure. Look, they sent Logan over here. Logan is supposed to be a kid. Are you a kid, Logan? Or are you just an agent? Pretending to be a kid, right? A lot of weird stuff goes on the internet. Okay, we're moving right along. There goes Showbiz. Yo, look, now it's cool when he does it. Look at Showbiz. There you go, Show. Show's working the bag, man. Nice job. There you go, Show. Look at Showbiz, man. Connor Ben is a huge inspiration for me. I got in the gym at 7 a.m. this morning. I did some weight training, ran 4 miles, then gassed out on the bag. Yeah, the bag could do it to you. Showbiz is getting better, man. Now, like I said, it's cool when they do it. He's getting better, man. He just like, see, I know Show's an actor, right? You see when he does that herky jerky dumb shit, he's acting right there, man. Look, he's acting. Look, okay, yeah, he's acting. He's a comedian, man. But I like Showbiz though. I ain't gonna hold you. Out of all of the gimmick guys, I respect Showbiz the most. You know why? Because Showbiz, unlike the rest of these guys, doesn't hide it. These other niggas, right? These other guys, not only do they try to hide it, they be trying to perpetrate like they official. You notice I didn't say real? Yeah, because everybody's real on the internet, but they don't show you nothing official that they do. They don't show you nothing official that they do. They're all real, but they don't show you nothing official that they do, right? In order to be official, you got to do official things, right? How many of these guys, let me put this in the notes for y'all, man. And Malik, if you're still in here, please put it in the chat, right? How many of these content creators that are so real in the boxing game, but they can't show you nothing real that they have done? Yo, Malik, man, put it in the comments, man. These dudes all claim to be real. Yo, I'm a real this, I'm a real that. But when it comes time to being official, what can they show you that they do, have done, or doing that is official in boxing? Let that soak in. Let that soak in. That is what the boxing community consists of, Malik. Let me go back to your comments. Where is it? That's what it consists of. A bunch of real players with unofficial motion. Not only unofficial motion, unofficial resumes. But hey, what do I know, Malik? What do I know? Logan, what's going on, Logan? I see you still in here having a splendid time there, Logan. I want to switch gears real quick. I'm going to come back over here to Twitter in a second, right? I want to go to one of my comments and my video. I'm going to go to my video and my comment, right? Now, first, we're going to go over here to okay. All right. I told you, we got time today, so we're going to have a little bit of fun. Let's close that. Let's go over here. Right? Bang! Look. Can y'all see that? Y'all see that, right? Do y'all see that? Y'all see that, right? I'm going to get off the screen and blow it up. Can y'all see that, right? What's that say? Definition, pull-ups, a exercise involving raising oneself with one's arms by pulling up against a horizontal bar fixed above one's head. Okay. Pulling up, right? A pull-up most commonly refers to an upper body strength exercise where you lift your body up by hanging from a bar with your hands gripping it ain't palm facing away from you. It can also mean to stop moving, such as pulling a car. All right, the physical exercises. A exercise where you pull your body upward while hanging from a horizontal bar. All right. Now that we got that definition, out, right? I got time today, y'all. I'm chilling. How's the content looking, right? So now that we cleared that up, right? I'm gonna go over here, right? I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna stop this once again. We're gonna come back on the screen right here. We just read the definition of a pull-up. Thank you so much for those flowers and the other thing. James, appreciate that. Salute, good brother, over there behind the scenes. Thank you. So now that we see that, the definition, we read the definition together, right? Now, it's cool when they do this. I watch other content creators do this, respond to their comments, right? They respond to their comments. So that's what I'm doing right now, right? So let's scroll down. Here we go right here. Diego, or whatever his name is, says, when do the pull-ups start? Right, he commented on my video over here, right? When do the pull-ups start? I just want to show my response first. And I said, pulling up an inch is defined as pulling up. But thanks for the comment. So Diego, or whatever his name is, D, whatever, Stronger, 6040 said, when do the pull-ups start? The pull-ups started right. Remember the definition. Look at the definition. Stop. That looked like I pulled up right there. Didn't I pull up? Horizontal bar. Not only that, I got reverse grips. So I did a little something more. But this guy says, when do the real pull-ups start? That looked like I just did a real pull-up according to the definition. The definition said pulling oneself up. I just did that. But this guy, like many others that weigh a buck, nothing. I bet you that guy weighs 100 and nothing. 100 and nothing, soaking wet. Told me, when do the pull-ups start? And you see what I responded to him in my comments and said, but look, it looks like I pulled up. Like I said, when you get these, and I say this respectfully, these guys weigh a buck, nothing, soaking wet. They always want to critique pull-ups. They always want to critique how you pull up. But the definition read, pulling oneself up, whether it is an inch, a half of inch, pulling oneself up. Hopefully y'all caught that source. Let's get back over to Twitter. I want to get back over to Twitter now, right? I want to go back to X. X gonna give it to you. We're gonna give it to you. How's the content looking, y'all? I want to get back over to X. I gotta find that statement, man. Conor Ben called everybody out except the champion. What was that about? Did anybody catch that? They caught it after I said it this morning. Now, when I was driving, I was doing deliveries. I was like, yo, he played the champ. He did not mention the champ. We're gonna get to that. Watch, y'all. It's on here. It is on here. Damn, Shakur threw a shot at Regis. Did y'all see this? I wonder if Regis responded. Remember, I talked about this yesterday, y'all. This was the video he put up. He says that he likes to get in there and let guys throw shots at him with no headgear. Shakur said, with all due respect, that's cool. to do, but you got 33 fights, so you know how that shit feels for real. No need to take unnecessary punishment, champ, which is a valid point. Look what she said. See, shout out Raging Babe. I told you that was epic. 50 Cent walked him out and did some smashes, man. I did the video to that, man, because that was very, very, very impressive, right? He got a walkout by 50 cents. Boo Boo. Yo, Boo Boo walked him out, man. That was dope. He got a walkout from Boo Boo. Young Gonzo, what's going on, big bro? He said, yo, brother, what's new on boxing news? Nothing. What's new on boxing news is this. A lot of these gimmicks, not only are they exposed, they are motionless. They are, man. They're not influencers. They can't post nothing that they influence or do other than sitting around doing this, streaming. That's why you always hear me say, oh, it's cool when they do it, right? But when it comes to actually showing something that they do that's official in boxing, they can't do it, Gonzo. But what's new is, January, there are some fights that got announced, right? So that's a good thing. Shakur and Teofimo Lopez, apparently. Andy Cruz, Raymond Montaya. So, it's looking good. It's looking good. But thank you for the comment, Gonzo. Appreciate you, my guy. Right? My guy. But yes, Shakur, you were spot on with that assessment for Rougarou. You're definitely right. You don't want to sustain damage now, Gonzo. But thank you for asking. That's currently what's going on. They're being blackballed. You know, it's not Gonzo. If you know that's the game, you just gotta weather the storm or find another lane. That's the game. But thank you for asking, good brother. Nah, I think Gonzo, to be honest, it's politics as usual. A lot of these guys in this are cowards. And when cowards have power and favor, that's what they do. Until you really, let them know, yo, bro, you playing with my livelihood. We don't play those games. We don't play those games. But thank you for asking, Gonzo. Salute to you as well. All right. Well, let's continue on the Twitterson. Yes, the Twitterson, right? I gotta find that the audio. Look, you see, yeah, look. Yeah, look, you see how I just scrolled past these two right here? Look. He says, Norman Sr. speaks on Bill Haney losing in the media, clown. All right, look, I just scrolled past that. Shout out to Rick Glacier. Right? Look, Najee was there. Look, 50 walked him out. They was in a big stadium. So the media section that they had Najee in was like, normally there's all type of media sections. That must have been like some sort of an auxiliary section. But they was in attendance. Najee was there, as many others. Look, he says, I've been to a ton of fights. This may be the best entrance I've seen alive. I spoke about that, man. I told you it was big. He had 50 walk him out, man. He had 50 walk. That's why I said he won. He lost the fight. Don't get it twisted. But at the end of the day, I remember when I told this guy, right, when Jihad lost, and I really wanted to say, man, I'll slap the shit out of you, punk, right? But I was like, he was like, yo, Jihad lost. I said, no, he didn't lose. He got paid. The only time a professional prize fighter really loses is if the check bounces. If they fight for free, that's when you lost. When you get in that ring as a professional prize fighter, contracted prize fighter, and you get paid, you won. Because your job is to fight, whether you win or lose. But as long as that money clears, you won. I tried to explain that to this fanboy. But, maybe when I run across him, he'll get the memo. Right, he'll get the memo. But yes, that was big. That's why I did that video on that, man. I seen that yesterday. Shout out to my guy Percy for sending that to me. Like I said, I didn't watch the fights yesterday. I did not. I was here. Remember, I was here. I did a good live stream. I was here. But yes, that was awesome. And that just showed 50 came. See, 50's a smart dude, right? He knows the international branding is much bigger than domestic. Are y'all following that? Right? And I'm gonna look, hopefully Malik is in here and he catches this, right? They said that Tank Davis in the States was the biggest biggest fighter, right? Tank Davis' last fight, he walked out with Jim Jones and Joel Santana. That was a terrible look. Respectfully. I don't care who this offends, that was terrible, right? But that just shows you the level. Now, 50 Cent walked out with Conor Benn. Tank Davis is a bigger fighter than Conor Benn. But the stage that they fought on over there in the UK was that grand. And that moment that 50 walked him out. Whereas Gervonta Davis fought at the Barclays Center and came out with Jim Jones and Joel Santana. Let that soak in, man. Let that soak in, man. But let's move on. I got to get to that clip, man. Yes, Espinosa fought last night, man. Where is the Conor Benn interview? Devin Haney sends a message to Brian Norman Jr. He's looking like an action figure. He's looking ripped and shredded. But those muscles, somebody's getting exposed next week, man. It's good to see that he's in shape. Yes, this is the current 126-pound division. I want to find that interview, man. Why didn't he say what's the name's name, man? All right? Look how y'all was thick up in it. Why didn't he say Chris Eubank Sr. is crazy. Yeah, why didn't he say Ryan Norman Jr.'s name, man? Oh, man, look. This is the Twitter beef right here, right? Who's he killing? Art Man the Great? Norman Sr. killing Art Man the GOAT. Oh, the GOAT. Fake weight cut trouble narrative. I'm pointing out weight bully tactics. Let's listen to this, man. I feel like laughing. Let's listen. We'll listen together.
How many days do your fighters normally take to cut weight? Like the fighters you usually do if they're disciplined, like when do you start weight cuts?
Man, if the fighter's on point, there's never a real weight cut. You always you stay in great shape, and
you ain't got to worry about no weight cut.
Weight is the easiest thing to do.
Who the hell is losing weight a week before the fight?
Stop it. Well, look, I gotta kill this guy. You heard what he just said? See, this is why I say, man, certain people need to just chill, right? Your guy Earl Spence, man. Earl Spence was cutting weight before the Crawford fight, man. That's why I stopped it. I didn't want to let him keep going, man. I didn't want to let him keep going, man. Your guy Earl Spence, man. Remember Earl Spence was running the goddamn mountains. See, these guys say they make statements, and I'm right here to clean it up. That's why I just stopped it. But he said, "Who the hell is cutting weight?" Earl Spence did it. Remember when he was fighting Crawford? He was running Mount Charleston. That's in Vegas. He was running the mountains, man. He was cutting weight, fight week. That's it. Earl Spence. That's it. Yeah, I said it. 35-minute mark. I said it. But let's move right along, man. He just said, "Who cuts weight?" Earl Spence did, man. Look, I'll let him say it again. Look.
Hey, let me ask you, how many days do your fighters normally take to cut weight? Like, like the fighters you usually do if they're disciplined, like, when do you start weight cuts?
Man, if the fighter's on point, there's never a real weight cut. You always you stay in great shape, and
you ain't got to worry about no weight cut.
Weight is the easiest thing to do.
Who the hell is losing weight a week before the fight? Who's losing weight 2 weeks before the goddamn fight? We losing weight 2-3 days before the fight. I don't know what the hell a weight cut is. We don't know what a tough weight cut is. We ain't never seen one. You feel me? I don't know that must be some handy shit. I don't know.
No.
We don't cut weight weeks before the fight, brother.
We
don't do.
That was some Earl Spence shit too, man. And Earl is one of the greatest. I believe you guys have the same management team, right? All right, you do. You have the same management team. But where's that Conor Ben caller? Oh man, this was epic. This was classic right here. I remember. I wish I would have stayed. I had left. If I would have stayed and seen this, I think I would have fell out laughing. If I would have seen this in person.
How y'all get the opportunity at the belt? But once again, we so blessed to fight him.
Listen, we're giving you an
Yeah,
opportunity.
he got the belt.
He
got the belt.
He came to y'all.
He got the belt. He did not come to us. That's what you say. He did not come to us. You don't want to do that.
Yo, let me stop. You see the lady swinging? That's his manager. She was gangster. AC is another one of his managers. They were supposed to pop off, man. Now, granted, Senior said he had an arm issue. Remember this, man? Senior said he had an arm issue, so he gets a pass, right? But the rest of them, the moment Brian Norman Jr. got yoked up like this, right? And I remember talking to my guy, 300. 300 was like, nah, that was this. Look at this, man. Where these guys? Look, he's yoked up right now. This nigga's head was supposed to be taken off, man. Are y'all following that, man? Do y'all see that, man? Do y'all see that, man? I remember when, I was out there. I had left. This was the same day of the Shakur Stevenson, Edgar Berlanga, Hami Sarad, Zepeda Wade. I left. Cause I'm too official. I don't like to be around gimmicks and circus shit, man. But if I would have been there, I would have laughed. Man. That was nasty work, man. They got handled, man. But to me, it was a terrible stoppage, man. It was a terrible. They should have never stopped it. He was tired, exhausted, but he got up, man. They should have let him go out instead of, it was the 12th round. Look, this was bad. Come on, man. That to me, I felt for the guy right there, man. Like, he could have finished. He had all the senses. That's why he took a knee. But to stop the fight like that, man, terrible, man. Terrible. It's cool when they do it. How's the content looking, y'all? It's cool when they do it. How's the content looking? But this guy defeats Kurt Scooby. Now he thinks he could beat Devin Haney, which is crazy. Shoot for the stars, man. Shoot for the stars, man. Yeah, he called out Devin Haney, who fights at welterweight. I think that was a fight at 135. Right? That fight was at 135. He called out a welterweight. And it's cool. It's cool. Right? Yeah, those is love taps. Look. See his face, man? He was eating those, man. Yeah, if my man T-Dog was here, I told you that was the J Knight Clubber shot. I'm not going to play the audio because I don't own that. But look, hit him with the clubber shot. My boy J Knight.
Seconds away.
Look at that, man. Watch it again. That's the clubber shot right there, man. He didn't see it coming. Right on the ear. Right on the ear. You see that? It threw his whole equilibrium off. Look, he's done. When I hit on the side, the ear. His equilibrium was off. But salute to him for finishing strong. He didn't get stopped. But his legs were gone. Look. He was smart right there trying to tie you up. Connor almost stopped him, though, man. He almost stopped him. A shout out to him. Great surviving. Right there, he almost got hit behind the head. He got hit behind the head right there, but he popped back up too quick. He should have stayed down for a little longer. But he popped back up. He made it out the round. But damn, he was, right there, that shit clipped his ear. Remember when Wilder got hit like that and Mark Breland stopped the fight and everybody was mad? Wilder could have possibly died, man. Everybody was mad about that. Do y'all remember that? They was mad. It was like, the man was bleeding out his ear. And y'all was mad when Mark Breland threw in the towel. I don't think Wilder's the same. I swear, I really don't think he's the same, man. Because they allowed him to take that beating like that, man. You don't get that back, man. But hey, what do I know? I gotta find this clip. It gotta be on Twitter. So everything's on X, right? Maybe I'll just put in Conor Benn's name. If I put in his name, it'll come. I don't think I follow him. Oh, here he is right here. So if I click on his picture, right, let me follow these guys, man. See, I'm not an active Twitter head. I'm following him now, right? Yeah, he called out all of the champions except for the champion. Like that, to me, I was like, yo, wait. He said Rolly. Who else? Mario Barrios, Devin Haney. Brian Norman Jr. is the champion, man. Why you ain't say Brian Norman Jr.? I'm gonna find that clip. I know I have it on YouTube, but I don't like to use a lot of YouTube content because for whatever reasons, right? They don't watch me, but the moment I use content off of YouTube, I always got to do appeals and all type of other stuff. Pete Dobson, that's Pete Dobson right there. He fought Conor Ben. They won 12 rounds. Pete Dobson's tough as hell. The BX, stand up, man. Where is that clip, man? It's on here. We'll find it. If I don't find it, I'm just going to go to the actual audio, which I didn't want to do. I wanted to play the clip. But I had the audio set to go. Maybe I'll do that, right? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to play the audio, y'all. All right, let me pull the audio up. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing fabulous. Fabulous. Remember, that's Jim Carrey, right? But let's play this Conor Ben audio right here. Fabulous. Here it is, right here. Look, listen to this, y'all. This is the audio. This is the actual audio, bro. To me, this was nasty work, man. Nasty, nasty work. Look.
Fantasy barriers for the WBC World Title. Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero, and Devin Haney. All of them Yanks can get it any day of the week and twice on Sunday.
All of those Yanks can get it. You heard that? Look, Ryan Garcia, not a champion. I think he's going to be fighting one of those guys, either Mario Barrios. Rolly is the champion, WBA. Devin Haney is fighting for the WBO. He's not even the champion yet, but you said his name instead of Brian Norman Jr. What's that about, man? Well, I see people starting to put content out on it now, but I caught that early. That was Randy Moss. I caught that. He did not say Brian Norman Jr. He's the champion, man.
Fantasy barriers for the WBC World Title. Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero, and Devin Haney. All of them Yanks can get it any day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Now, has the father addressed that? Has the father addressed that? Maybe Millie City or these guys that he's so comfortable going over there with, kicking that shitling grease. Ask him why this man ain't bring your son's name up, man. And your son is the champion. He is the legit champion. But no mention of him. And he said all of those Yanks can get it. Nasty, nasty work, man. Nasty. I guess a fight with Devin Haney is bigger. So hopefully they use that as motivation. And you go in there and knock Devin Haney out, man. You gotta knock Devin Haney out now, man. He's calling out Devin, man. You know? He's calling out Devin, man. You know? Did you guys catch this? Look.
Roy Jones Jr., one of the GOATs. How you doing, Roy?
Doing great, man. How you doing?
Good, man. Back-to-back weekends. You were just here in Fort Worth with your fighter with the Golden Boy show. Now you're back in Dallas, man. What brings you back?
I just came back to open the gym here. Roy Jones Academy in Dallas. Looking forward to a grand opening for that. Hopefully, I'm here. I'm taking a couple days in where I was finished this is senior year too. Mainly here for the gym opening and see everything up.
Yeah, man. Why doubt?
Yo, so Roy Jones opened the gym in Dallas. I like that, right? You know why I like that? Look, now I'm going to be messy, y'all. See, I was saving the messiness for later on. I didn't want to be messy off the rip. Because thievery is at an all-time high. Shout out to cousin Roy Jones Jr. He has invaded Dallas, Texas. They opened up a gym in Dallas, Texas. You know who had the stronghold in Dallas, Texas? Derrick James. I wonder how Derrick James feels about that.
No complaints here, man.
I've been getting so much love from Dallas over the years, and it's just that God does everything for a reason. I mean, I run my school, even my classmate who graduated the same year, Ennis Smith. He came to Dallas and life took
Emmitt Smith. So Roy Jones has a gym now in Dallas. I bet you a lot of fighters are going to go there. I wonder how Derrick James feels about that. Derrick James has his gym. He was the man in Dallas. Maybe some of you guys that are tied in, you influencers, get a reaction out of Derrick. Maybe on or off the records. Hit him up. Put it in the comment section. How's the content looking, y'all?
Now maybe it's time to move to a bigger area and get even more things happening. Dallas can support a boxing gym of that magnitude, so maybe we'll try.
You know, I know you're working with Michael Montoya Boxing Gym, and Cedric Brown. How's that relationship?
Those relationships are beautiful. They've been great relationships. Love them both. Always love working.
CW, you want to come on?
Boxing shows and everything else. Since we've been a very instrumental time, Black Lady, to bring life to a whole other level in financial aspects and in boxing aspects. So, just great move for both guys.
Yeah, salute to Roy Jones for opening up a gym in Dallas, Texas. And like I said, maybe some of you more connected, respected influencers get a reaction out of Derrick James. See how he feels, man. You know? Roy Jones, salute. The Roy Jones Boxing Academy opening up. And Earl Spence working out with Roy. Not training with him yet, but working out with him. But yeah, CW, if you want to come on, feel free. Now, I want to touch on, there was a hot topic. I'm going to play some of the audio on that as well. Texas A&M football. Right? There was an incident. I think Ryan Clark spoke on it, but I'm not going to, Ryan Clark had his take, right? And a state trooper, I believe it was, he got bumped by a South Carolina player. Now, the cop shoved the student athlete. Maybe, look, I'm going to speak on it, and then once I see his clearance and different things on this, I'll even show the audio and the visual, right? Because, like I said, I gotta be mindful of my channel now. Because, like I said, these guys claim they don't watch me, but they're watching me. Now they're nervous because they've been gimmicks forever and a day. And they always try to get my channel shut down, but they don't watch me. So, apparently, yesterday, upon exiting the tunnel, look, matter of fact, you know what? We'll show the video, but I'm gonna mute it. I will mute it, right? I think I can get away with if I mute it, right? What do you think, CW? If I mute the video, I can get away with it, right? As long as I don't play the video, right? As long as I don't play it, right? If I don't play the video, I should be okay. Right? He says, salute to UGK, yes. Salute to you, Team Shanewz Boxing, CW. Now, as long as I don't play it, I should be all right, right? So I'm not gonna play it. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna speak on it, right? See how everybody's speaking on it right here, look. This is it right here. See how he's exiting the tunnel. He bumped him. Look, what is this about? Yo, my man, look, right? Look, that was bad. That was bad, right? It wasn't to me, right? I'm gonna mute this. We'll play it. I'm gonna mute it.
South Carolina was dominating A&M.
We're just gonna mute it. All right? What? Yeah, he didn't realize where he was at, man. He did not realize where he was at, right? That's to me, right? To me, shout out to my guy CW. I heard Ryan Clark's take. This is my take on this, right? Maybe that guy had money on the game. Or maybe he was just a good old boy. Right? They was in Texas, if I'm not mistaken, right? CW, put in the comment section. They was in Texas. Texas is a good old boy state. He wasn't supposed to bump into that officer, even though he's a college football player. When he bumped into that officer, he was a thug, right? He disrespected an officer of the law. Luckily for him, this was in front of cameras, thousands upon thousands of people, because it probably would have really won left, right? Source experience. Now these other guys are gonna come on and try to give it to me, give it up like me, right? They can't give it up like me, right? That cop, for whatever reasons, like I said, maybe these guys are human too. Maybe he has some money on the game. They were getting whooped on. They were getting whooped on. He probably felt some type of way. And it was in Texas. And that boy bumped him. Luckily, that boy bumped him in the tunnel and walking out with his teammates. Because I think if that would have happened, and I like what Ryan Clark said on that level, imagine that would have happened not in front of the cameras, not at that stadium. Did you see the cops' energy, right? Just imagine that wasn't at the game. You think he would have pulled his pistol out, man? What y'all think, man? Put it in the comments, man. Let's watch it again. You think he would have pulled his pistol out? Do you think he would have pulled his pistol out, man? My man was scoring mad touchdowns, man. He was getting busy. He felt some type of way, man. Right? Think he would have pulled his pistol out, man? What y'all think, man? They walking out of the tunnel. What? What's that about, man? Yo, wait, what was that? Yo, what was that about, man? Now, who's wrong in that situation? Who is wrong? He would have got shot. Yes, I believe so too, man. That cop was wanting some action, man. Right? Now, look, if they was in the neighborhood and they did that, he's looking for trouble, man. Right? Listen, man, they're walking back out onto the field. You're doing your job, right? But it was like you wasn't breaking stride. What was that about? Like, let's watch it again. Why did he have to walk through them, right? Right? His job is to serve and protect. Right? Pay attention to this, man. See, I'm breaking this down for y'all, man. Put it in the comments section. His job is to serve and protect, right? Now they're walking back out to the field. Look, he really bumped both of them, right? But my man was scoring touchdowns. So he was sending him a message. Yeah, right. They don't want to hear it like that, right? Because he bumped into both of them. But he made sure he addressed number 8. Pay attention to that, man. He addressed number 8. He addressed number 8, man. But he bumped into both of them, man. Like, what was that about, man? Look. You see? See, I didn't want to break it down like that, man. Because, they're going to steal the sauce, CW. Yeah, they're going to steal the sauce, man. But if you pay attention, that man was repping his set. That's all that was about. He was repping his set, but being that he has a badge and he is, doing a job, he wasn't menacing or attempting to intimidate, right? Because that's what that was. Why did he need to walk through them, right? Why did he need to walk through them? Like, what was, listen, if you see them walking out, they're playing a football game. I got you 2 seconds, CW. Let me finish my cooking on this, right? Why did he need to walk through them? Is my whole thing. If they're coming back out onto the field, what was the purpose of you walking through them? Right? What was the purpose to that? That is what the question needs to be asked of him. Right? They're coming back out onto the field. Right? And then it was like it was confrontational. I don't get that. Like, you bumped them, right? And it's clear as day you bumped both of them. But you really went after number 8. Right? But hey, what do I know, man? Let's watch that one more time. See, I didn't bring up the fact that he bumped the other dude first, too. So I wanted y'all just to think it was just about 8, but it wasn't. Look. What? Yo, what? Yo, he had to walk through that, man. He had to walk through that, man. I don't get it, man, but I get it. He was sending a message, and the message was sent. He was sending a message to those boys, and the message was, you better stay in your lane, boy. You better stay in your lane, boy. Now, I'm going to put the link out. All right. This is the link. There is the link. No, that's the wrong link. Hold up, man. That's behind the source I just showed the link to. See, I got a lot going on in here. Let me go back to the channel. Here. Here is the link right here. How's the content looking, y'all? What time is it, man? Let me do a quick time check. Oh, man, I'm cooking. Yo, CW, you're going to have to be quick. I got to get out of here at 4 o'clock. I did not realize the time. Damn. I did not realize the time. Look, see? I took my time today. I got to get up out of here. It's almost 4 o'clock. Damn. It is almost 4 o'clock. You don't want nothing. You got about, like, give or take 4 or 5 minutes. Damn. 4 or 5 minutes. Look, it's after 3:30. I got to break all this shit down, too. I have to break all this stuff down. I have to break all this down. CW, go ahead. Can you hear me?
Hey man, yeah, I'm gonna be quick because I have something I gotta do. But I wanted to say, man, that was some nasty work with that officer did,
Yes,
man.
was. Absolutely. Go ahead, though. Cook.
But like I said, like he might have had an injury or something, and that dude gonna just bump him like like a kind of like a racist thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
very, very.
if it was the other way around, we would have got suspended or something like that. I believe that the cops should get suspended for what his action was, man, towards the
Yo, I seen some reports, and I don't know how true it is. That's why I didn't report on it. That he was disciplined, but I don't know
oh,
how
was
true
he?
that is. Yeah, you know how that goes. I didn't do no research on it when you had sent that to me. But they look
Oh,
where they was at. They was in Texas. He's a good old boy, man. He was letting that boy know, like, yo, stay in your lane, boy. That's all that was. But he was just bold enough to do it. Like, yo, bro, they playing a game, an organized game. Like that was,
yeah,
nasty work, man. He was in a red state. That's a red state.
yeah. He got it. He might, like you said, he might was betting on it or something. Cause man,
Yes. Yeah, man. They was in Texas, man. They probably didn't think South Carolina was gonna swamp them like that. He might have lost some bread, man. That's the kid that ran the 80-yard touchdown, right? He ran the 80-yard
facts,
touchdown.
facts.
You know?
Yep,
Oh, he's just lucky. He's lucky it happened there in the stadium in
yeah,
front of everybody. Just
yeah.
imagine
I
that
think
shit
you
happened after the game somewhere. All that aggression that cop had. That cop had mad aggression for no reason.
right.
No, but it was a reason. It was a reason. Like, bro, they playing the game on a national televised game. They wasn't on no drug block. Yeah, they wasn't committing no felony, right?
Yeah,
They wasn't in no stolen car, right? They was on national TV representing SEC, right, or ACC school, right,
yep.
playing football. But how you handled that, you would have thought that kid had an open warrant. He was armed and dangerous.
Facts.
Shit is nasty out here, man. Can't make this shit up though, man. Can't,
Yeah,
man. But thank you for sending me that, man. I had to give my little take on
I
it.
like your takes. That's why I send it to you, Sauce. You know how you get down, man. These guys gonna
Yeah,
try to steal
it's
your sauce,
content,
man.
man. It's cool when they do it. Man, it's cool when they do it. Yeah, I don't know if when you got on, I was doing reactions all day. Showbiz is getting a lot better on that heavy bag. I think he's watching. I think he's watching the
You
technique.
think you
If
think
you
so?
notice, he tried to do a couple of feints. It looked like he's trying to do feints now, right? He wasn't fainting before, man. Right? He wasn't fainting on the bag, man. What's that? Where did that come from? All right.
And he trying to move his is he moving his head?
Yeah, yeah. He's getting his head off the line. He's like Marcus. Seen one of my students, Marcus. I was like, change level, Marcus. He's trying. I showed it. Look, you know what I was gonna comment, right? And I'm staying on the live stream, right? Because I like Showbiz. He needs to do it. You know when Showbiz does his fight parties, and he always be having his head like this. That's how you need to have your head when you're hitting the bed. You ever see
Yeah,
Showbiz do his lives? And he's doing the fight parties. He's all like this. That's how you got to do your head when you're hitting that bag, man. Just like this. There you go. That's head movement, man. That is head
heck
movement.
yeah.
It's cool when they do it, man. It's cool when they
Oh
do it, man.
man. I did want to
Yeah.
talk to you about the
I didn't
you
even
know,
realize.
huh? Hello?
Go ahead. I can't hear
Soft.
you. Yeah, yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
I
Yeah, I
wanted
hear
to
you. Go
ask you,
ahead.
hey, you know that Bill Haney, if they win, they gonna be he gonna be talking about his son is the best and this is the Haney era when
Yeah,
When they win, if they win, we'll see. So you know,
yeah.
but I think people need to give up with the Spence, man. I don't think he's coming back, man. But Roy Jones, man, he might be a good trainer for him, though. What you
Yeah,
think?
Earl Spence is a gimmick, man. It's over, man. They do this shit every year, man. Every year. Remember, 10 months ago, he was training with Breadman and Philly. This is what they
That's
do, bro.
facts.
He can't
That's
fight, man.
facts.
If he does come back and fight, it'll be an exhibition fight, but they won't call it an exhibition. It'll be an orchestrated fight, bro.
Okay.
Like he can't take no punches. Boxing is goofy right now. That's why I front on boxing.
Yeah.
Say my name, so I can show how official I am now. I'm done trying to be media. I don't want to be media no more. I do streaming and reaction and content. I do streaming, reaction, and content. That's it.
Facts. Facts. Now
That's
you
it.
know next week.
You know.
Next week is gonna be the
And
card, Sauce.
if anybody wants to debunk my, if anybody wants to debunk my content, please have a resume. Have a resume. Be official. I don't care if you are real. No, show me something that you have done in boxing and accomplished other than doing YouTube views. Like anybody can do views on YouTube. Show me what you have done in boxing.
Yeah, facts.
Right?
Show me too, cause
Yeah.
there's a lot of wolf tickets out there right now, man.
That's all that's out there. Gimmicks. Gimmicks and scammers, man. But CW, listen, I gotta get up out of here at 4 o'clock. I
Okay.
gotta break. I have a lot of equipment to break down.
All right.
Unfortunately, like you said, you see how we move. We are Team Shot News Boxing. There's no gimmicks over here. There's no production team, right? These
Yep.
look, and like I said, I'm not sitting in my room. Yeah,
Facts.
yeah, these niggas be in their room. Yeah, yeah, yo, come outside, you cowards. You niggas is cowards. Especially if you speaking on my name. Come outside, man. Pull up, man.
Man,
You
fly
know?
like an eagle, like my boy Sauce, man. Above all you
Facts, man.
suckers. Above all you
Facts.
suckers, nigga. Get up to that
Facts.
that level. Get up to that level, nigga. See what's gonna happen, nigga. Yeah.
Facts.
Y'all niggas
Them
gonna
niggas
fall,
can't
nigga, like
breathe, man.
always.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. They can't breathe, man. The air's too high up there. They can't breathe.
Suckers. Shit.
Yeah, they can't.
For
Yo,
real.
CW, I'm gonna hit you up, CW. Close this out real quick, man.
Oh, man. Fly like an eagle, like my boy Sauce, like I said. This is Shaw
Facts.
New Boxing, man.
Yo, salute to
All
CW,
day, every day.
Team Shot News Boxing. CW is Team Shot News Boxing. And when I sign these couple of new fighters, CW is a part of the action. But hey, what do I know? Keep judging me off of content, and you will continue to get left behind in the content. But hey, what do we know?
Facts.
Got it.
I'm out, Sauce, man.
Salute,
Keep
CW.
keep flying
Salute.
over these niggas, man. Levels to this. Peace out.
That's a fact. That's a peace. Shout out to CW for pulling up. I'm gonna break down this equipment and we're about to get up out of here. How is the content looking now?
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.